Wednesday with a capital dub, you know what I'm saying? All right. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I'm, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back with you again today for another reaction video. And we have arrived on Women's Wednesdays. And you know what? I'm actually kind of happy that I started this whole thing up. You know, I mean, I was just sitting in my room one day and I was just going over all my stuff, you know, trying to organize some things. And then I thought, you know what? You know, I did some things with the ladies in the beginning a little bit, you know, but I've kind of teetered off a little bit, man. How come I'm doing that? And, you know, I just kind of said that, you know what? I need to make sure that I'm getting to the ladies of stand-up comedy, man. I need to make sure that, because there's a lot of good stuff out there I keep saying that I'm really into, that make female comedians that make me laugh, like a lot. And I gotta make sure that I'm still paying my respects to the ladies, man, because they know how to handle business and stand-up comedy too. So yeah, man, so I reserved this day, man. I started it off last week with Miss Whitney Cummings, and I was very entertained by her clip. And I'm just gonna keep this going, you know? And if you guys want me to keep it going, please give me more suggestions in the comments. And what I mean by suggestions is, this is Women's Wednesdays, you know what I mean? So I want y'all leaving suggestions with the lady comedians, all right? Because I want to hear more of them, especially if they're funny. You know, I got my favorites, but there's probably some other stuff out there that I haven't heard and that I want to give a shot to as well. So yeah, we're gonna get into some more Sarah Millican today. Now, I've done a couple with her already, and this woman is hilarious, man, like for real. I love her. I love her presence on stage. You know what I mean? I love her voice. Her voice just gets me. You know what I mean? And her material and her delivery is just on point, man. And I love it so much. And I've been told that I'm gonna be more and more entertained by her and by comments that I've gotten from her videos in the past. And I want to give it more of a shot. So yeah, this one's gonna be titled Men versus Women. Okay, man. Well, I don't know if I stumbled across I'm offended mode here, but you know, I don't know exactly what she's gonna say, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some things to say about it afterwards, because that's just what your boy do. Okay, you know, I'm fair across the board. I don't just, you know, come down on the ladies. I come down on the fellas too, man, because we got some issues as well. Just as many, if not more, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get into this one, like I said. And this one was suggested to me by one of my very loyal subscribers. And I don't know how exactly to pronounce this name, but I'm gonna give it a shot, you know, because either it's Nicola or Nicola. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, man. It could be either or I could be wrong about both. I don't know, because I keep saying I'm horrible with names unless they're very, very easy. I know, man, I gotta get my head right, you know. Gotta read up on pronunciations and stuff, you know, because I gotta, you know, just make sure that I'm giving people their proper shout outs and all that, because that means something to me. I don't know why, but it does. So yeah, man, thank you so much, Nicola or Nicola, for suggesting this video to me. And it's probably gonna rattle some feathers about what I might say about it, but hey, I'm willing to take that risk, you know. I put myself on the line for my audience, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, thank you so much for suggesting this to me, like I said, and we're gonna get into it. And if you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going. Yes. So yeah, man, the second edition of Women's Wednesdays, and I'm gonna keep it going no matter what. Because just like I said, my mind just kind of sticks to one thing sometimes because it's what I'm used to. The whole point of this is to branch out, is to open your mind to new things, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing for y'all. So yeah, like I said, let's get into this one. Sarah Millican, Men versus Women, right here on Eddie B TV, Women's Wednesdays. Let's check this one out. All right, here we go.
But what I've been doing with audiences is asking the ladies what's the best thing about being a woman, and the men what's the best thing about being a man, and then working out whether I'm more male or more female, depending on you guys tonight. And obviously it changes every night, and it's fun for you, but it's ever so slightly terrifying for me. So let's get cracking on that. I'm going to write them down because I've got such an awful memory. Let's get some ladies shouting out. What do we think is the best thing about... Fucking hell. Hold being right. Where are you, love? Oh, there you are. Always being right. Wow. Are you in a relationship at the minute?
Good.
You are? Is your partner with you tonight? Are you all right, love?
Yeah, all right.
Always being right is a good answer. And we need a couple more from the ladies. Best thing about being a woman?
Free dinners.
Free dinners?
Oh.
Where are you?
Like, just pay for them.
Free dinners? Okay. Who pays for the actual dinners?
Who does?
The fella?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not really free, though, are they, love?
Yeah. That's good.
Well, that pizza's worth it.
Oh, I hope so too. Oh man, I'm gonna love this.
And one more for the ladies. Best thing about being a woman? Nothing. Did you just shout out nothing? Nobody's ever said that before. What? Why don't you like being? Are you are you due a big operation soon? Or? I'm done. I've had enough. I'm gonna get a cock. Would you rather be a man? Oh, you're not really sure. So you're not. Okay, I'm just gonna put indecisive down for you. Maybe that fella will buy you a dinner. Then you would change your mind. Wow, shallow as well.
I like this.
Let's get some ladies shouting out. What do you think the best thing is about being a woman?
Tits.
Hello, lady. Tits. How long have you had them? Quite a while. I got mine when I left school. I mean, that's when they grew. I don't mean like, you've done quite well in your GCSEs. Have some tits. Tits is a good answer. Thank you very much, lady. And there was another lady shouted out, but I didn't... Are you upstairs or downstairs? The lady who shouted out something... Oh, yeah. Hello, love.
I just said that we're better at everything.
We're better at everything. I love that one woman went, yeah, and the rest of you went, oh, fuck. It's gonna kick off now.
Oh man.
Better at everything. Everything. Okay. Do any of the fellas want to shout out something that they think they may be better than that lady at?
Pissing through letterboxes.
Pissing through letterboxes. We've got shiwis. We can fucking do that now.
I've heard of that.
Maybe you are right, lady. Well done. And we need one more from the ladies. Best thing about being a woman?
Being psychic.
Being psychic.
That might be true.
Okay, are you trained? No. Are you in a relationship at the moment? Yes. Is this... Oh, lovely. Hello, lovely lady. Tell me, is your lovely lady psychic? No, she's not, is she? It's because it's not real, is it? The reason she's not is because it's not possible. What do you think I'm thinking now about you? That you've what?
Got nice glasses.
Well, okay. Let's go with that to make her feel better about herself. That I've got nice glasses. That's brilliant. No, that you're a loon is what I was thinking. Whatever. Okay, let's get some fellas. Nice fella here. You're quite young. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. What do you think's the best thing about being a man, love?
Saturday in football.
Saturday football. Do you play football or is it watching? Watching. Is it going to kick off if you say who you support? Will it kick off?
No, it should be alright.
Should we? Are we ready? Who do you support, love?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
I don't know what that means.
The best. I've had this answer before when I said to this fella, he said football, and I said, will it kick off? And he said, oh, I don't know. And it was really exciting, and the whole room was dead tense, and it was in Liverpool, the sort of place where it might well divide opinion. And he went, Hull. And everybody in the room went, who? Watching football is a good answer. Thank you very much, love. Let's get some more fellas. The fella who shouted out about pissing through letterboxes, is that your answer?
Yeah, that's it, nothing else.
Nothing else. The best thing about being a man, that's it, done. Pissing through letterboxes. I've got a shiwi now, I'm definitely going to have a go at that. There was a bloke said the best thing about being a man was peeing standing up. And I said to him, oh, where's the weirdest place you've had a wee? And I was doing this, and he went, in a water bottle on a stage once.
Good
Very
timing.
thirsty, it'll be champion. So thank you very much, fella. Let's get some more fellas shouting out. Best thing about being a bloke? Is that you there, fella? What did? Oh, somebody saying not being. Was it you? Not being a woman. What do you think you'd hate about being a woman? Not being able to wee at the side of the road. Yes, you just take things that have been said before and pass them off as your own, love. What would you hate about being a woman? Not being right. It's gone from being quite a nice answer to like a rally, hasn't it?
That's how it is.
Bless him. She's just doing that. I'm sorry, face. Sorry, I have this all the time. He's a dick, I cannot help it. Well done, lady, for putting up with that shite.
Right?
You've taken him off the street so we don't have to go out with him. Well done. We had another fella shout out, but I didn't quite hear it.
Orgasms.
That's the best thing about being a man. One at a time. It's like, do you want that whole packet of biscuits? I'm happy with one biscuit. I'll come back to you in about half an hour and I'll try for another biscuit. His wife's going, It's fine, I can feed myself, love. Never made a parallel between orgasms and biscuits, but I like it.
Oh, man.
Thank you very much. Let's get some fellas shouting out. Best thing about being a bloke?
Not having a vagina.
Not having a vagina. I think some of the men are disagreeing with you. Which is quite an odd turn of events.
Yeah, exactly.
Not having a vagina. I feel you're so against vaginas, sir. I feel like, you know, somebody should rub one in your face before the end of the show. It's not going to be me. Fuck off. I've got knickers on that go up to me bra. It would take too long.
Bring it on, please.
When was the last time you saw one? Like on the way out, yeah. Was it on the way out? Maybe for about 14. That was when you were born? No. That was when you last looked at one. Okay.
I have seen them on TV.
You've seen them on TV. As far as I'm aware, you have to sort of seek them out on telly, don't you? I don't think it just pops up in the middle of, like, Crime Watch. Maybe it does.
That'd be interesting.
I've seen them on TV. And is your reaction much like whenever I do a joke about vaginas and you do that, oh? Is it the same then? Well, do the noise that you do whenever you see a cock? Oh, it's not good. There's no noise. He got so excited. No noise came out. It was almost an intake of breath, wasn't it? Rather than a noise like a, like that. Like when I see a big cake and nobody around.
Oh,
Not
man.
having a vagina. Thank you very much. Let's get two more fellas shouting out best thing about being a bloke.
Reverse parking.
Who said that?
What did you say?
It's like 3 men clapping. Reverse parking. Reverse park. Let's test him. Should we test him?
Oh, okay.
There's a lady at the front. Yes, test him.
Parallel parking.
Reverse park. And how long you been driving, love?
About 30 years.
30 years. It was easier then, though, wasn't it? It was like horses and carts and that.
All right, man.
And can you... Let's test him. Can you reverse, like, in first time?
Mostly, yes.
Mostly. Oh, at least he's honest. Mostly. And can you... let's have a think. What else? Can you reverse round a corner?
Yes.
Fuck. Have you got any points on your licence?
No.
Yes.
What happened?
Relationships stand for fuck all when it's men against women, have you noticed? Yes, he has.
Out your man. She sniffed on
Officially
you.
my favourite answer now.
Oh,
What did you say, love?
3 points for speeding while rushing to help an old lady.
While you were rushing to help the old lady, you could have killed a friend. That would have been funny. Well,
Oh,
in hindsight. Maybe it's not at the time. Thank you very much for your answer. Best thing about being a bloke? No periods. Oh. Well, the women all hate you. That's a good answer, thank you. Let's get some more fellas shouting out. Best thing about being a bloke? Having a beard. Having a... is that laziness, or do you like the way it looks? Feels. You like the way it... Do you just sit at home and just...
Oh, I love it sometimes, yeah.
I do this when I'm driving, and so, you know, people pick their nose when there are traffic lights. I do what I call feeling for beard. So I do that. Fuck, I've got one. Let's get some more fellas shouting out. Best thing about being a bloke? Grinder. Oh, there was one clap. You might have found a mate. Do you want to explain to those who don't know what Grinder is? Is that an app where you can find a gay man? Is that right? Excellent. Okay. It's good that there was one other clap, though, isn't it? I feel like he might have found somebody tonight. But chances are you probably already knew where he was and had sussed him out and decided you didn't fucking like him. We've got more for the blokes. We need another one from the ladies. Best thing about being a woman? Multiple orgasms. It's a small pocket of women are clapping and some of the men are going, what?
No.
Do you mean like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? January, February, March. 2009, 2010.
Good one.
Multiple orgasms. Oh, you talk now. Let's work out whether I'm more male or more female. This is ever so slightly terrifying. Always being right. I don't think that applies to me. Free dinners. Fuck no, I've got self-respect.
Yeah. All right. Love you, Sarah.
Tits. I'm with you all the way, love. So I'm going to tick tits. Sounds good. I like that. Tick tits. I don't think we're better at everything not having a vagina. Well, I do, so I can't tick that one. And reverse parking. Sometimes I get it in first time and I'm genuinely surprised when that happens. Nobody more surprised than me. I just pull in and go, oh, it worked! So I can't tick that one. And I can't tick no periods. I clearly can't. I don't mean clearly. Oh. I mean, I have periods, but it's not. Is it? No. If I walk ahead, will you check the back of my skirt? And yeah, multiple orgasms. Tick. I can now piss through a letterbox. Awesome. Watching football, I'm not really interested in football, so that doesn't apply to me. And Grindr wouldn't really help me an awful lot, I don't think. A beard, I'm going to tick that as well. It's like a part-time job, keeping on top of mine. You're laughing, but it's my life. So I am 1, 2 parts woman and, 2 parts man. I feel like I should show you at least a bollock. I tell you my favourite answers. My favourite girl answer, she wasn't even a woman, she was a girl, she was 16. And she said, the best thing about being a woman, she said, we can look at boobs whenever we like. It was a good answer. Well, she said, well, you know, men have to earn the right to look at your boobs. I thought she seemed awfully young to know about such things. I said, give us an example of something a man would have to do to earn the right to look at your boobs. And she quite simply said, they have to be nice. And it was a lovely moment, but loads of the women in the room went, oh my God, she's right. We've been showing our boobs to bad men for years. My my favourite male answer is a man said, the best thing about being a man is dicking things. I had to have this explained to me, I didn't know what it was. Dicking things is the act of hitting things with your dick.
Wow. Man.
2 days after I met him, I met a lovely lady and she said, do you remember the man who said dicking things? And I said, yes. She said, well, he's my fiancé. I said, did you know about the dicking things? No. She said she'd have to go over all the surfaces with a flash wipe.
Oh, man, okay. Okay, oh my goodness, man. Woo! Tell you the truth, man, I could have listened to more and more of that, man. All right, man, that was Sarah Millican, y'all, with Men versus Women. Well, man, what to unpack here? Well, you know, I didn't know that it was going to be this type of bit, you know what I mean? It was strictly for the audience. In fact, maybe I forgot a little bit because I think someone did say something about that in the comments. But I was kind of pleasantly surprised by how it started out. Well, I'm a man here, so obviously I can't speak on everything. Yes, I can. What the hell? Why not? I personally get very, very upset and just very, very irritated when I hear one side talk negatively about the other or even talk negatively about them. You know what I mean? It's just very stupid to me. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of things that I love about being myself. And when I say myself, I didn't say man, I didn't say woman, I just said being me. Because when you're born what you are, that's what you are, you know what I mean? And I know that's gonna probably rattle some feathers when it comes to trans people and all that, but you know, it's not meant to do that, you know what I mean? I'm just like, when I hear about women, the things that I hear is like, oh, it's so difficult being a woman. We have to deal with this and this and that, and we have to deal with men, and we have to deal with this. And I'm like, well, you don't necessarily have to deal with anything. I mean, you don't have to put yourself through things. You don't have to deal with certain things if you don't want to. There's ways out of a lot of things, you know? But I think that the more obvious thing that I think that some women might want to say is just that it's hard for me, therefore I should, followed by a bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean? And that bothers me, you know? And when it comes to the men, the thing that bothers me about men is that men feel that, well, because of this and this and that, or whatever, that means that they should get some things, then blah, blah, blah. But it's just, I don't think anyone should or shouldn't get anything, man. I don't think either side has it harder or better than the other. I think we are what we are and we are who we are, you know, and I think everybody should embrace that every single day instead of boo-hooing about who has it best or worst, man. It's just, it doesn't make any difference one way or the other, because when I think of all the things that were said in there, you know, the best thing about being a man or a woman, it's like all the answers were funny in their own right, but some things were just kind of dumb, you know, kind of juvenile and immature. But I mean, whatever, that's how people feel, you know, if you put them on the spot. You know, like if I was in the audience, man, I just like, they would ask me that, I would have probably like just been an awkward, bad answer type of dude. Like, best thing about being a man is being myself. That's it. That's all I would have to say. Man, I swear, man, I grew up being raised by a lot of women and a lot of men too. And I had my eyes open to a lot of different things about how they acted, what they felt about things, things that they said. And then, you know, as I grew up, I tended to think that maybe just a particular set of men is not the best way for me to learn about things about being a man or what it means to be a woman either, you know? Because even the women in my life, they kind of had this weird way of looking at things. And sometimes it benefited me, you know, learning about that. Some things I just wish I could forget, you know, because it's just so angering to think about certain things. But, you know, I think the best thing about being either or is that the fact that you're human, you know. There's a lot of creatures in this world that have to answer to human beings, you know, and it's just not cool, you know what I mean? So whenever I hear human beings talking about the best thing or the worst thing about being whatever, is that, well, just be happy that you're human, man, because you could be a creature being food for humans. You could be insects that just look up and just like, oh, here comes a shoe at me, I'm dead, boom, you know, or something like that. You know, I know that's goofy, but it's just how I feel. You know, I don't take sides when it comes to anything. Anything's, whether it's a good or bad thing, is self-explanatory if you have the mind to be open to other people's needs and feelings and all that stuff. You know, it doesn't really sound like much of a man thing to say, but I don't give a damn, because me, I don't look at women as victims of anything. I don't look at men as the rulers of everything. I don't think that men and women are smarter than each other or whatever. I think you have smart men, you have smart women. You have dumb men, you have dumb women. Strong, weak. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, compassionate, not compassionate, you know what I mean? You know, sympathetic, non-sympathetic, you know, empathetic, and it goes all the way around, you know? And to have either side say that one is more superior than the other is an abomination, if you ask me. And it's very, very not true, you know? When I think about a lot of things that go on in this country, because America is where I'm from, I never traveled outside of America, so I can't really comment on the rest of the world, but it just makes me really want to go to other countries and then just listen to people talk to me about how things are and their culture and all that, just so I can get an idea of what their lives are like there, what my life is like here. You know, compare and contrast, you know, and maybe, you know, change up a few things depending on, you know, what I'm exposed to and things that I learned. And I just really wish that either side would just be happy to be who they are and stop feeling like they need to dump on somebody else or be something else. But you know, one thing about, and I'll get to trans people right now, I'm gonna say this. One thing that I will say about the trans community is very simple, man. I don't have one problem with anyone choosing to be what they want to be or making a decision or anything. I have no issue with that. I get along with everybody, believe it or not. What I have a problem is how a different group of people might want to treat other people because they don't jump right away to what it is that you want out of being you. You know, like, it's not my responsibility to help you out with this. If anything, it's only my responsibility to make sure that I'm treating everybody with respect and dignity, you know? And a lot of people haven't wrapped their heads around that. People are too busy saying, well, I don't understand why. It's not for you to understand. It's not for me to understand, you know what I mean? Like, I could look at a gay man and think, I don't know why he's gay. What do you mean you don't know why he's gay? He's gay because he's gay. Not because he wants to be gay or didn't want to be. It's who he is, you know? And everyone is like, well, it doesn't make sense to me. Well, you know what? To a gay person, being straight doesn't make sense to them. You know, in all different ways. You know, trans people don't know why people want to, you know, people really need to start thinking, who the hell cares what you don't get? Who the hell cares? You know what I mean? So that's all I gotta say about that. But getting back to this men versus women thing, men and women need to work together. You know what I mean? Republicans and Democrats need to work together. You know what I mean? You know, the citizens and the police need to work together. You know what I mean? It's just like, but nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants that power shift in their favor. And if they don't get it, then they dump on people for it. And then everybody's at odds and everybody's against one another. Nothing ever gets accomplished. Everybody's still wallowing in misery. So that's all I gotta say about that one. So I'm gonna cut it off right there. And I wanna send another shout out and a thank you to Miss Nicola for suggesting this video to me. I had a lot of fun watching this, man, because whenever I hear certain subject matter and it triggers feelings that I got or experiences that I've had, you know what I mean? All of a sudden just a whole bunch of words just start coming out of me, man, because if I was a lot younger, I'll be honest with you guys, I'd probably be a lot more critical. Because there's a lot, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of misogyny in me because of a lot of horrible things that I see women do and get away with and think and feel and say and all that. But then on the flip side, I look at a lot of men and I just feel like damn, did we really just do that? Did he just really say that? Are we really acting like that? And it's just, you know, I always wish that certain things wouldn't go down. But the only thing that I can do is make sure that I'm handling myself. You know, it starts with the individual. You know, if you ain't handling yourself, man, don't even try to think about handling a group, you know. I speak my mind. If people don't agree, that's fine. If you agree, that's fine too. Hopefully we can link. Hopefully we can learn from one another. And that goes for me learning things from other men and learning things from women too. You can learn from everybody. You know, it varies in certain ways in different walks of life. But you know what? You should know what things are. You know what I mean? You should just know it, own it, and accept it, and quit trying to, you know, mold everything in your image. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's gonna be all for this one, man. One more time, Sarah Millican with Men versus Women. And if you like that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going, like I always say. So yeah, man, that was a good one, man. Like I said at the beginning, I love Sarah Millican, man. Things that I've seen from her so far, I very much enjoyed. And I'm definitely gonna get to more of her. And when I say that Women's Wednesdays is strictly for the female comedians, man, that is true. But at the same time, I can still find me another day during the week to get to female stand-up comedy. I'm just trying to make sure that at the very least, once a week, I got me a different female comedian bit to watch, man, because there's a lot of funny women out there, man. I think I've said a couple to y'all that I am a big fan of, and I'm definitely gonna get to more of them. But in the meantime, you know, I like the format that I got, and I just hope that I can continue to get to more good stand-up. So yeah, man, this is gonna be Eddie B TV signing off. One more again here. You know, dealing with a subject like this, you know what I mean? It's always funny and it's always a little tense for some people. It's never tense for me, you know? I don't have a problem as a man hanging around a bunch of women and, you know, listening to them say what they feel. I don't feel like I'm being ambushed. I'm not in fear of my life, and I don't care if people agree with me or not. There's a lot of stuff like that in movies, and I can't stand it because a bunch of dudes cower. No, there's nothing to cower about it. It's a ridiculous thing. There were some things in there though that were said though that I was kind of like, oh boy, here we go. But it's not worth commenting on because, like I said, we are what we are and who we are. And if we know that already, there's nothing really that you can insult the other side about. You can make fun of it, you can have fun and make jokes and all that, but never insult, never belittle, never dump on nothing, man. It's beneath you. And if you continue to do that, then you're just showing the world that you are a very low person, you know what I mean? And I don't want that for you. I think you can do better things. So yeah, man, thanks for tuning into this one with me, y'all. And definitely got to get to more Sarah Millican in the future, man. She is funny and she's amazing, man. I love her to death. And thanks for tuning in with me one more time. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.